Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Cali Q here, and man, we have a plethora of JRPG news to cover. Usually I would do these videos individually, but there's so much news to cover, we're going to put it all in one video format. Let me know how you guys like it, and if you're new here, consider checking out some of the other content that we have when it comes to JRPGs. So let's jump into the first set of news that we got for today, and boy do I have some opinions about it. So on our first set of news, Suikoden 1 and 2 HD will be released on the Nintendo Switch 2, the physical edition to ship on a game key card. Konami will release a Switch 2 version of Suikoden 1 and 2 HD alongside the console's launch on June 5th. Now they did confirm that the game will be shipping on a game key card that requires an internet connection to download the full game. The Switch 2 version will run in wide HD TV mode and full high definition mode, and these games are already out on other things. Now down in the comment section things got really spicy because a lot of people were just not feeling the fact that these Switch 2 games are doing this physical game key but still have to download it on the internet thing. It's pretty crazy. As you can see, one commenter here said physical copies are now officially dead. Nintendo was their last front. Somebody said that's stupid. The PS5 version is like 12 gig. No way they can compress more and make it fit the 8 gigabyte card. And someone else said just get the Switch 1 version. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I somewhat agree with everything everybody's saying down in that comment section. I mean, if you have the physical edition right here for the original Nintendo Switch right here, I even got my day one pack, can't let y'all see all of that, and I got my physical cart in here as well. I mean, why would you want to ever give this up in its true sense? This whole game key card thing that Nintendo is doing, man, I do think it's the only way forward, apparently, when it comes to what situation that they have with the 8 gigabyte cards or the 16 gigabyte cards or 32 gigabyte. Whatever the issue is, they can only have a specific amount of cards. But the Suikoden game is so darn small, and the fact that they couldn't figure out a way to get it truly physically on the game key card is crazy to me. And you know what? It makes me appreciate and love all of my Nintendo Switch physical copies even more. But yeah, you guys do what you want to do. I want to support Suikoden so much, but I don't think I will be buying it when it comes to the Switch 2 because I'm not supporting a game key card when you could have the superior physical edition here. Now, some of you might say, hey, there's extra specs, or I want to play it in true HD and things like that. But you know what? To me, that stuff's not worth it. This is worth having it physically. And shout out to Konami though. There are some positives from this. Shout out to Konami for continuing to keep the Suikoden series alive. And I guess that's a plus that they're willing to put it also on the Nintendo Switch 2. So maybe that's a good thing after all. But let me know what you guys think when it comes to Suikoden 2, 1 and 2 HD being on the Nintendo Switch 2. Will you double dip? Do you think it's not a big deal? Will you buy the game as a launch title? And that is something I'm positive about. I'm glad that Suikoden will be a launch title alongside the Nintendo Switch 2 that could potentially give it a lot more eyes than it had before. So it's a good move all around if you're a Suikoden fan. This piece of news is probably why you clicked the video. Breath of Fire 4 now available via GOG. Capcom Classic returns 25 years later. GOG and Capcom have released the PC version of Breath of Fire 4 via GOG for $9.99, the companies announced. Breath of Fire 4 first launched on PlayStation in April 27, 2000, followed by a PC release on May 30th, 2003. And if you go here to the website, here it is in all of its preservation glory. Shout out to GOG for trying to keep these games somewhat alive, man. Here it is, Breath of Fire 4, $9.99. And this was one of my favorite Breath of Fire games. And as you can see, this game will work on current and future and most popular Windows PC configurations, DRM free. This is the best version of the game that you can buy on any PC platform. We are the only platform to provide tech support for the games we sell. If some issues appear, our tech support will help you solve them. So this is pretty darn cool, man. If you are a Breath of Fire fan, you have been waiting for this because Capcom apparently just won't give these darn games a collection. And as you can see, people are loving it. Somebody said, I could cry, my favorite game ever made. Finally available again after so long. Someone said, I love this game. My love has returned. So many people want to cry. This series needs a return. As you can see, the comment section is blowing up because people love Breath of Fire, Capcom. Capcom, but Capcom doesn't seem to understand that. So I myself will be buying this as well because I love me some Breath of Fire, man. This game is awesome, and I'm so glad that it's back in a legal way for us to enjoy. Oh man, how beautiful. You know, shout out to GOG for making this happen. Guys, classic JRPGs are returning. I'm telling you guys, this era is the best era we could have hoped for. And while this is a small step and this is not an official collection or remaster, I say we take what we can get and go rejoice, guys. Go blow up them Breath of Fire 4 numbers, and hopefully Capcom will see how beloved this franchise actually is. Boy, this is some big news. Lastly, let's talk Expedition 33. This Game of the Year contender is flying off the Steam virtual shelves, and let's talk about its opening day that it had on Steam here. All that pre-launch hype has resulted in a mighty fine opening day for Clair Obscur Expedition 33 on Steam. Its user score is currently sitting at a very positive 93% rating, and in terms of player count, it peaked at over 50,000 players. Now, the Metacritic is pretty darn high too, sitting at about a 91 on OpenCritic and 92 on Metacritic. Here is a little bit of those Steam charts right here. The game is doing absolutely beautifully when it comes to it being a indie French developed studio, making you wonder, what do all of these AAA companies be talking about when they say they gotta charge an arm and a leg and they need all these resources, need all these developments. This game, again, is retailing at $39.99, $49.99 in most spaces, but I can get you the fanatical deal for $39.99. Just hit my link in the description. Boy, I am so excited and glad to see that Clair Obscur is changing the JRPG genre. I mean, it's doing beautifully. 50,000 peak on Steam for a JRPG. Boy, we are in the best timeline when it comes to JRPGs. So let me know if you guys are going to check out Clair Obscur or not. So I might be checking the game out this weekend, where we will be streaming some Expedition 33 on this week's Cali Q stream. So consider come checking us out if you want to come hang and join the family, all right? Whew, that was a mouthful. All right, guys, so I just delivered all the JRPG news in one video. What was your favorite piece of news from this video? Is it the Breath of Fire coming back via GOG? Is it the Suikoden 1 and 2 HD collection being announced for the Nintendo Switch 2? Or how many of you guys are going to get your hands on that Clair Obscur Expedition 33? Man, JRPGs are in a beautiful space right now, and I'm so excited about the direction that we're heading in. So if you guys like this sort of content, man, consider supporting your boy. Let's get to 6,000 subs. Share these videos. Share it out to your friends. What's going on? We got to get to 6K, right? But nah, thank y'all for supporting me, man. It means the world to me. Check out our live streams every single Saturday. Thank you to my channel members. Thank you to my Patreon members. I love y'all, man. JRPGs are on a roll. I'm out of here. Peace.